Hello! Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Question Bound, where I, Art, ask all the questions and hopefully get all the answers, and you give me the questions in the chat. It's a great system we have here. And today we have two people. If you guys want to introduce yourselves or reintroduce yourselves to any new people.
I'm Juliana. I go by she, her pronouns.
I'm Lydia. I also go by she, her pronouns.
We love to see it. I like how I just looked over at chat and saw good hee-haw. We like yee-haw. We love that. But yeah, you can drop any questions that you have that can be Frankenpunk related for Lydia, or just regular D&D questions, or just drop all your questions. Drop them all. I'm sure that these two lovely individuals can answer them. All right, we do have one question who came in extra early, on time, ready to go. And they at Eratus Spectator. Yep, I did good words there that I just did. And they asked, are there any aspects of your character that you think will surprise the viewers? And can we get a hint with a little heart?
Good question. It involves thinking.
Lydia, as we have a session literally Friday.
I feel like I tend to build up my characters to have a core, a base core personality trait with some sprinkles of surprise in there. So at least with Aldion, I like to think that he has a few little secrets up his sleeve relating to his past. That might be a little surprising. Maybe, I don't know. I might have hinted at him too much already. Who knows?
It's okay. It's okay. We love it. What about you, Lids?
For characters, for stuff you'd find surprising, yeah, I think there's definitely one character in this Friday's Frankenpunk that is definitely going to throw people for a loop. I can't even say anything too much because both of you are in it.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I already feel like
I'm gonna announce it at the end, but Frankenpunk is happening this Friday. Another one shot, and you should come because both me and Jules are in it. So
it's gonna be so good.
Whole new characters.
I am so excited.
Let's do the what's not, Stevie Bones and Vane Virgo. So you should roll up. But you can't tell us any secrets. What do you mean we can't get any more?
Well, the thing is that it's been a month, so this has been stewing inside me, waiting to just come out. Not the greatest visual description, but I've been waiting to tell this story for a month, and I feel like I've dropped so many hints for so many things that I kind of have planned that I'm just scared that I'm going to get too excited and reveal just
well, assume that I don't perceive much because my brain is small and my ADHD makes me go 18 million miles a minute. So if you drop hints, I probably cease to perceive them. I don't even know what I ate today. I don't even know what I had for lunch.
Did you eat today?
I did. I just don't remember what I did.
Chat, sound off. Did you eat today?
Did you eat today? Chad, did you did you drink water?
Can you hear me?
Hydrate. Water? Testing 1 2 3. Did you drink water? That'll be great. We'll do channel points one day, and the channel point will be just 1,000 million points to drink water. It can only happen so often, but it's only to drink water. All right, on to the next question then from Golden Messenger. Do you guys ever take new players for things, particular future Frankenpunk campaigns? So I guess that's a question for you, Lydia.
Usually it's just kind of a scramble. At least it's not exactly a scramble. It's more that everyone kind of wants to do it because it's not something we can do too often right now. Because I'm in school and it's a little overwhelming. During the summer we'll be able to stream a bit more, twice a month instead of just once a month, which I'm very excited for. But it's mainly people shout out ideas for oh, I would kind of like this story to happen sometime, and then I make a threat and they're like, no thank you, and I'm like, no, you're actually already trapped into this. Like you want to just.
Lydia shows up with a gun,
and we're just like, whoa.
So it kind of happens with like right now. There's like a few new people who come into like each different one shot and are all kind of connected to each other in one way or another, and it's really fun with that because like there's already these established relationships that are like established behind the scenes, and like there is so much characterization that's put into everyone's PC that y'all like don't even see like a quarter of it. It's so good.
Crazy.
There's so much,
a lot.
and I want all of it to just be like
here
shown. Like, do you want to see this? Okay, then I'll like make something so that they have like stuff like that. But so far it's a lot of like if people haven't been able to be in it yet, then like I usually be like, hey, do you want to make sure that you have a spot before like these other people who've played before like get another spot in. So that's how it's been kind of happening now. But
yeah,
it's
so,
really
like,
fun.
On the regular like consistent campaigns that we have going on, at least the two that we have right now, because Summerbound isn't meant to be any one campaign is like better or more important than the others. It's kind of just like how many cool stories can we all tell together, and how can we make people cry and laugh and smile in different ways. So the Wayward Wanderers and Brutal Brotherhood kind of have like a general consistent cast, but there's people who come in and kind of make that interesting and fun that we find, such as Jared or Fergus and stuff like that. And then on Frankenpunk, it's kind of just like there are people who have characters, and there's a lot of people who have characters, and we kind of use them, and then also new people, and we interchange them to get a really compelling story. So over time, more people will play.
Especially because Frankenpunk is meant to be an anthology, because it's not a campaign. There is no like real like overarching thing right now. It's a series of one-shots with like rotating people, so like it's never necessarily going to be the same people, and like you'll always get something different, really.
Whether it's the different people in general or different combinations of people, like it can be whole new characters with each other, and that's what makes it lovely. And hopefully as we go on, we're gonna do more of this kind of stuff as we go. But with that, let's go on to the next question. So Free Wings cosplay acts. I'm not sure if this has been asked before, but we know Theoden has something to symbolize their marriage. But does Aldion have one too, or something similar?
Ooh, good question. I mean, Aldion has like a bit of like he wears like this, not a kilt exactly, but it's kind of a kilt. It's like a skirt made out of furs and whatnot. But he has mementos from a good chunk of his loved ones, like either sewn into fabric or like tied on as ornaments. So he's got like his brother's tooth, and I'm assuming he has like a lock of Theoden's hair also, just like maybe it's like braided in as like one of the straps. So I'm assuming he has something like that. Nothing like a ring or anything though. They're not very classic when it comes to that.
We like to spice it up. We like to switch things up. Who needs a ring when you can have hair?
Exactly.
You need a clone. You never know when you're going to need a good clone.
You might need it to hex him. You never know.
Need it to hex. You don't know. But you got to be prepared for all situations. We love it. Golden Messenger has asked another question. Each one has covered classic novels so far. What would you like to cover the most in the future for Frankenpunk?
Well, so far, like the ones that I have covered, like Jane Eyre and Frankenstein, and a few more that are upcoming, like Hunchback of Notre Dame. These are some of my favorite books. And then I'm also like, I also take requests by like, it depends on if a player approaches me with it, of like, do you think we could do this one soon? And it's like, sure, I don't, like, of course, I can like have a thing because I also have like a master doc of like all these gothic novels and like different stories and how I can twist them and stuff like that. So if someone approaches me with it, I can definitely go for it.
Lydia said, "Say less." Lydia said, "Throw it at me."
But if I had to say one thing, it would either be maybe Dracula, because I really love Dracula. I love Dracula so much.
Yes.
It just hits different. It just hits different. Okay. Scarlet G99X. Who is Jason Todd? That's their whole question. Who is Jason Todd?
Jason Todd is one of the Robins for Batman and DC Comics, and he's my favorite one and a current obsession of mine.
There you go. I hope now you know who Jason Todd really is. Okay. Question from Chelsea Hey 93. What song would never fail to get Aldeon hyped up?
Oh yeah, I actually have this one now.
Oh.
I just recently made his playlist. So anything. Oh, sorry, I'm getting yelled at.
They didn't appreciate the song. They didn't appreciate playlists. Who could hate playlists?
My guess is Glitter and Gold by Barnes Courtney.
That's on his list. But anything by Set It Off, honestly, gets him very amped up. Surprisingly, he's a pop punk boy, which I wasn't expecting at all.
We love to see it.
But I would say number one would be Why Worry.
The more you know. The more you know. Slowly but surely, chat can comprise of a whole playlist. Question from Albulas Vienen. Vienen. Yep, I can say words.
It was Venon.
There we go. My brain, if we established, is the size of a walnut.
You know, that's fair.
What would be a good theme song for your favorite character to play?
Lydia, do you want to take this one first?
Who's a favorite?
Your favorite theme song for your what would be a good theme song for your favorite character to play?
Oh, I know. I'm looking at my playlist right now because I know there's like one on the tip of my tongue because I make playlists like so often. But
what's your favorite pastime?
Yeah.
Special skill.
I'd say maybe Necromancin' Dancin' by Bear
I love
Ghost.
that song!
It's so good. It makes me lose my little rat brain like none other.
Now you're little. It's such a good song.
That's definitely. I definitely want to play like a necromancer sometime with that, but like a boogie necromancer. Like a bardic necromancer.
Boogie Wonderland, but make it a little bit skull aesthetic.
Oh, I love
Say
that.
less. Say less.
Oh.
Watch yourself in Frankenpunk.
Suddenly the plot has entirely changed, and my character is on. If you make a necromancer bard, I'm on my way to romance. It's on site. Sorry, we're gonna have to be in love. I don't make the rules. I just live by them. Here's a great question, and I want to say something before we answer. Scarlet G99 asks, do Lydia and Hulda compete on evilness? And I would argue that they don't. Why? Because their evilness is different. Hulda's is long-term. Hulda's got long-term to drop in evilness and nonsense, and like it builds up slowly. Lydia, it's all in one go. It's just you meet once a month and suddenly there's pain. Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes.
See,
a little bit.
Because Lydia, you going for the kill.
I don't want to knock Hulda's power because I felt some things while watching the BBs and the Ws. But I've also felt things watching Frankenpunk. I want to say that not one is necessarily more evil than the other.
I think you're both great. Please don't hurt me.
I say this because I feel the eyes of God looking on me, and I don't need to be afraid of the eyes of God because I don't play in the eyes of God's game. But I do play in Lydia's, so I'm gonna. Yeah, Lydia's really scary, y'all.
A lot of the chat cannot see, but Hola is also holding up finger guns.
Lydia is so scary, guys. Oh my god.
I am an innocent bystander.
Holden and I compete. I think we compare notes and are like, oh,
murder.
That's fun.
Jules, please don't hurt me. You know what? I retract my statement. Anyway,
I do look down the line for other Frankenpunks for how it might affect the stories as well. Because for some people, I have long-term goals for them.
Yeah.
Oh boy, I did not like that chuckle.
Every time I'll say something to Lydia about character, I just get a hee-hee or like no response at all. And both of them feel very ominous. Both of them feel like so terrifying. But I compared it recently. I think I said I compared it to I don't feel fear as much as I feel like I'm on the top of a roller coaster and I have no idea when I'm gonna go down. Like when you know you're peak, you don't know when it's gonna tip. That's how I feel about anything that Lydia might do. Because I could fall. Or I could not.
I do have to say, a lot of the times, it is just because I can't think of what else to say of like, nice. I want to, and sometimes I do have thoughts, so I'm like,
nice.
Nice. Someone in the chat's like, Lydia's face is scaring me right now. We all need to be afraid.
Yeah. I've been compared to that one meme of the cat looking like really
knife cat. Yep.
Smiling, conniving.
Someone edit it. I give permission.
There we go. Wait. There we go. Someone's got a screenshot. I'm sure someone's got a screenshot. It's in the VOD. You can go back and watch at this timestamp. Go ahead and edit that together for us and add us on Twitter once you do. Next question from Mythical Rose. Hey, Myth. Who would Aldeon main in Mario Kart? And who would your fave NPC from Frankenpunk main? Lydia.
I want to say Aldeon would actually probably main either Princess Peach or Toad, and there's no in between.
So either one. Could be either one. Okay.
It would be either one. It's like if someone has one of them, he would do the other one.
What if both of them are unavailable? What happens then?
Someone's dying, and Aldeon's taking their controller.
Oh. Okay. Method. What about you?
I don't know who among my NPCs would play what. My favorite NPC right now of like the two played games would probably be Elizabeth. I really love Elizabeth, and like I have like her playlist. It's great.
But who is she main in Mario Kart?
I think she might just be like a regular Princess Peach.
Fair enough.
So a bit of a fight's gonna have to happen if someone's Good to know.
Oh yeah, Victor's throwing down.
Oh no! You just start bar fighting.
He's what is it? Lazy Bones? Dry Bones.
Fair enough. Dry Bones. Good choice.
Good. All right, next person. How would you make your favorite Were Wanderer or Brave Brothers PC into a villain?
Ooh. Wow, complicated question for thinking that involves my brain working.
For thinking that involves my brain working, yeah. Yeah, a little bit.
Turn one of them into a villain?
From either campaign, just if you had to turn one into a villain, how would you do it? And I guess who?
I feel like in Brutal Brotherhood, the most interesting one would be Diffle or Tannel going evil. I think
unexpected.
Would be it would definitely be the most unexpected. I think Tannel like going against the rest of them would probably hurt me the most. He's such a sweet little baby boy. So I'd be like upsetty spaghetti.
What about you, Lyd?
See, I feel like with Gwen, if you give her the right cause and masquerade it as something else, she would follow it, and she would be too stubborn to admit that it's wrong.
Oh no, that would be so good.
I was also thinking Gwen would be interesting.
Yeah.
Because Gwen's kind of the glue of the party. Imagine. Sounds spicy. Sounds like a good
And
book.
she's a heavy hitter too. So.
Oh god, you have to fight her. She just out.
Beats them all up.
You're just out. You're like, no, stop. We gotta stop her, guys. Just one hit to the temple and you're gone. And suddenly. Okay, we're gonna go into a quick technical break to figure out Lydia's camera. Be right back, guys.
Ha ha.
We were gone for 2 minutes and immediately lost all concept of time and brain cells.
I think we left on my
Yeah, just put in the chat. They heard your laugh. Just end it. Can someone crop that? Can we get a clip of that? Or just us being like, we'll be right back. Okay, next question. This one's from Pixie Boy Blue. What is one thing that would tip your characters in alignment to evil?
Losing his party members for sure.
I was literally just thinking, like, if Albion lost his party, he would lose his mind.
I feel like if it would have to be like all of them, because I feel like if he lost one or two, like the other ones, as long as they were also stable, would be able to like keep him in line. But if they all got wiped out, like that man's going on a freaking murder spree.
Everyone goes
He's
down.
burning down villages. He's going ham. He loses everyone. So yeah.
More you know. Do you have a particular, like as a general idea, Liz, if you were making a character or your kind of general kind of go-to characters?
Usually if I were to choose an evil alignment, I would go for lawful evil, because lawful evil is mainly just like, I'm serving myself and I'm seeing how I'm going to use these people to serve me. I don't care about them, but I'll see how they can like be used to serve me. So doing that sort of alignment, that's very fun.
Mm-hmm. Seeing how useful people are and using that to your advantage. Good. Okay. So now we know when you turn evil.
Lydia's got it planned out.
Simply be useful. Next question. From Too Hard the Bard. My brain. They asked, what's Aldion's workout routine? Or is his chiseled chest natural from Frederick?
So his massive titties are in fact natural. They are real.
Oh, natural?
They're all natural.
Maybe you're born with it, maybe.
Exactly. So his main workout routine is swinging his great axe as much as physically possible and hoping that does it. He doesn't do leg day. There is no leg day.
No leg.
No leg.
No leg?
He's got little chicken legs. No, he doesn't.
Oh no! I don't want to think about it. I don't want to think about that. I don't want to think about that. Too Hard the Bard is aggressively taking notes, by the way.
Get yourself a great axe. Just start swinging.
Just keep going.
Exactly.
Be born with great rack, and then just keep swinging a great axe. It'll all work out.
Exactly.
It'll all work out.
He'll beef up the rest of it.
Question from Scarlet G99: if Aldion could turn knife into a human, Would he?
I feel like he would want to. He would find a druid who could talk to Knife first, and do like animal speak, and he would ask Knife if she wanted to be a human, and if she said yes, then, if she said yes, then Aldion would be like, "I new daughter."
She's just like, "Nah, fuck humans."
And if she said nah, he'd be like, "All right, same duck."
Ducks forever, I guess that works.
Forever.
And Chelsea 93 also asks, "What is your comfort movie? What is his comfort movie? If movies existed in the fantasy realm of Dungeons and Dragons."
Oh wow, comfort movie. I feel like it would be a Studio Ghibli movie.
Oh.
That was a very
Die Hard.
That was very, very interesting dynamic.
He loves Christmas.
Like Aldion is fun because he's all tough and scary, but he really likes soft things. So I feel like he'd really like Princess Mononoke.
Oh, I'm just imagining him like crouched on a couch.
Yeah, exactly. Be like the part where like the darkness is spreading up that guy's arm, and Aldion would be like, "Oh no!"
I'm really great. I was trying to keep a serious face, but someone in the chat just said, "Man's built like a drumstick," and I really can't.
Built like a drumstick. Correct.
Perfect. It's good. It's good. This is great. Oh, we have a question from a Hobbit's Tale. I wonder who that could be. What is something you want to happen to Aldion? Lydia, if you would make a PC for Frankenpunk, which Gothic novel would you base them on? So, 2 questions.
Ooh.
Whoever wants to go first.
Something I would want.
I can go first.
Go first, please.
I already know. I already know. It would be Carmilla, like the lady vampire. I just think she's neat. I didn't watch the YouTube series growing up. What are you talking about?
What? Nobody needs to know.
But yeah, I would definitely like to take her character and just be like, oh, well, you know. Wait. No,
Pause.
but
what? The hair flip and then
it's just Mean Girls, but Carmilla.
Okay.
I'd watch that.
It would probably be same sort of thing as Bonnie, as bloodline of Dracula sort of thing, but more probably evil aligned with Carmilla. That would be fun.
Spicy.
But learn to love along the way.
Not the friends we made along the way.
The friendship.
The thing
that was the true journey. For? Twilight.
Friend.
Someone just commented Twilight. That's just Twilight. I'm scared. It was just Twilight.
I have
do you want to be Twilight? Do you, Lydia? Be honest. Do you just want to recreate Twilight in Dark Academia?
I want to recreate steampunk Twilight.
Oh, no.
There's a difference.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
No.
So sorry. And something you want to happen to.
I think it would be fun to see him interact with other barbarians, or be in a situation where he's comfortable. It's we've been in a lot of city situations where he doesn't understand the rules and what's right and wrong. So I feel it'd be fun to put him in a more wild setting where he genuinely knows what he's doing and he's very sure of himself. I feel that would be an interesting change of pace.
Oh God, I hear God taking notes. Anyone else just hear pages open? Maybe a pen, perhaps, scribbling against some paper.
Furious
scribbling. A has appeared behind her. Red string covered. Another line is connected.
Suddenly, the plot thickens. Dun dun dun.
Oh my god.
So much is happening.
There's a note I can see. Knife equals God?
Please?
Knife equals God? What? Newfound religion?
I'm okay with that.
The chat just hearing aggressive pen scribbling.
It just becomes Firebringer with like.
Yeah, we can do the whole scene with the duck.
It's good. Question from Scarlet G99. If you had to marry any Somewhere Bound character IRL, who would you choose? What did you say?
Gwen.
Oh, yeah. Valid.
Okay.
Oh? We're getting an answer here.
I'm gonna choose one from either party because, like, how can I not? Theoden or Cadaver, because, like, Theoden would treat me like we could vibe. Cadaver's really hot.
No, I'm just gonna be straightforward here.
Requirement.
That's it.
Kilt.
Man doesn't like wearing shirts. Wears leather skirts sometimes. Doesn't like wearing, like, what's the problem? What's to not like?
What? I'm just supposed to not?
I'm meant to just not hand over the graveyard.
Why am I here then?
Just shuts the laptop and leaves. I'm out of here. I can't work under
I
these
gotta
conditions.
go.
I can't work under these conditions. You know, wait, I do have one though. Kiss, Marry, Kill, but Somewhere Bound edition.
Ooh. Ooh.
Give you a moment to think.
Ooh. Can I kill Albion just to get away from anyone else getting mad at me? Just to opt out.
Also, Myth said,
I
do
think
you
I
think
have it.
Theoden is not hot?
No, I think Theoden is also hot. I'm just saying, like, Theoden is hot, and we could vibe, and it would be, like, probably a healthy marriage once, like, he went to therapy about his familial trauma. And then, but, like, Cadaver is just, like...
We just got Pacha simping in 4K.
like, Theoden is, like, beautiful. Cadaver is hot.
Steamy. Steamy.
Different flavors. Delicious food.
Someone, I bet he takes ages in the bathroom at Myth.
No.
That's the only downside. He probably takes forever in the bathroom.
Wait, but I think I have Fuck, Marry, Kill down.
Yeah.
Cause I have it, okay, for, like, the Wayward Wanderers.
Uh-huh.
So I kill Knife.
Oh, oh no. Okay.
That's okay.
No, that's a one-way ticket to being murdered yourself.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
All right.
Second Knife is dead, your head's off your body.
Then kiss Cadaver and marry Gwen.
Okay.
Cause, like...
Wait, why'd you kill Knife? Oh.
Because I don't...
My brain, because you said with the Wayward Wanderers, and then you were like,
why
kill the
did
duck.
Wow.
So I got confused.
We're both on like 3 energy drinks right now.
I was a little lost.
Just take out Knife for no
all
reason.
I do. I don't
Just like out of nowhere, you just like
you
see my poor sweet duck, and you just snipe her.
For no reason, just this beautiful
Take
woman
the
among
shot.
You take the shot.
Ladybird, and you just took her out.
You
For
take
what?
the shot. In the
Duck
distance,
season.
you see a cloud rising.
season.
It's Albion fucking Naruto running at you. He's got a cleaver.
Wait, Lydia, is this accurate? Someone said Theoden is mac and cheese, but Cadaver is steak.
I don't know, because I'm not like thirsting for steak.
You can thirst for it if you blend it up and then drink it.
Blended it, froze it in a popsicle, and drank it.
Beet smoothie.
This is payment for me joking about killing the duck. I
Correct,
Yeah,
yes.
I understand, but
Mostly
I
because the duck did not need to go.
She did nothing wrong. She did nothing wrong.
She was sitting there looking beautiful, and you would just say, "Nah."
Wait, okay. So, okay, for Brutal Brotherhood, then yes, Duck, and then, God, who's in the Brutal Brotherhood?
Diffle. Panels.
I can't believe you forgot my whole party with disrespectful.
I marry Theoden. I kiss Albion, but he will kill me because I just killed Knife.
No, not only did you kill Knife, but you stole his husband. So you're being murdered and worn as a skin suit.
You're a homewrecker and a murderer.
Like, Albion's gonna go Buffalo Bill on you. New overcoat.
No!
Price for my hubris.
Do you have an answer?
What a dangerous
You said you take out Aldion.
I would take out Aldion just so no one else can get mad at me. But I would probably kiss Seed because I think that would be freaking hilarious. Can you imagine? That boy hasn't even held hands with someone. It would be so funny.
Would just lose it.
He would lose his mind. It would be so funny. And I would probably marry Tannel just because he's such a sweetie. Little baby.
Oh.
Little sweet baby boy.
Deserves the world. Okay, next question. Keep them coming, guys. Keep the questions coming. Question from Scarlet June at 9. Does Aldion still eat duck meat?
Not since he's met his baby girl. Oh no.
Not since he's met baby girl?
He's not baby girl. It's his baby girl. So they haven't come across any duck meat since then, so it hasn't really been an issue.
This is good. What do you imagine his scales look like?
So his scales are so they're technically gold, but they're iridescent from like gold to like copper red.
Mm-hmm.
So they like shift depending on how the light hits him.
Ooh. Oh, I love that. I love everything about that.
He's a little bit two-toned.
Ooh. So question from A Hobbit's Tale. You are people. Great English. Good word. You as people.
That is true. It has not been disproven.
You can't say that we're not people.
Correct.
And you'll never prove otherwise.
Accurate.
Have no dirt. You can't say anything.
Human beings. We are.
Yes.
Correct.
Yes.
You is people. Is we?
You is the people. If you would have a familiar, what would it be? So like IRL, you.
Raccoon.
God, I love raccoons. They got thumbs.
I am so ready. I want a fat little raccoon following me around.
Thumbs. They're so beautiful.
I said that with such passion.
You did.
Raccoons are amazing.
Just want a little fat man.
He would be amazing. He would probably like help you with height and tax fraud. I'm sure.
Like round body, thieving hands. Perfect.
Raccoons commit tax fraud every day, and I'm just glad that they're with us.
I would probably actually be either super simple and have a cat, or I'd be really weird and I've had a patoo bird, which is like the bird that's like looks like a Muppet. It's like mouth can open up like really big.
That sounds amazing.
I think they're neat.
That sounds outstanding.
They're so weird looking. And like everyone would be like, look at my cute familiar. It looks so sweet and cute. And I'm like, look at my weird ass bird.
This is Kermit.
Look at this weird thing.
Kermit. Not the frog. Not to be confused with Kermit the Frog. That's Jessica's familiar over there. This is different.
Kermit the Frog's a familiar.
Go to Hogwarts or something and everyone's got the little pets and you're like, yes, come on, buddy.
Let's go, Kermit.
You're walking with a whole like giant raccoon. Seething with little thumbs and like probably boots on its feet.
Crying.
And then Kermit the bird.
Kermit the bird.
Iconic. Okay. Next question from Scarlett. How much burnt fish is Aldian prepared to consume before ruining Tails' illusion of talent?
So Aldion actually likes burnt food, so he doesn't think Tannel's bad at cooking.
He's just like, no, this is great.
Well, yeah, because if you go back onto one of the first times Tannel fucked up cooking, Aldion like took the fish and was like, "Oh, you put my favorite seasoning on it," and he was talking about how it was freaking seared.
Not his favorite seasoning.
Yeah,
not his favorite seasoning being burnt. Not his favorite seasoning. Oh no!
He breathes fire sometimes. Like he doesn't notice.
It's fine. Fine. Going to the same place.
Yeah.
You're match made in heaven.
Correct.
Only for the food. You would be fed wonderfully. Question from Mythical Rose. What would your characters order at a coffee shop if they could? Fantasy Starbucks has come to town. What are you getting?
Black cold brew with 6 shots of espresso in it.
Lydia.
I mean...
Pick an NPC.
I mean, Victor's doing straight cocaine. No, he's not. He's probably just doing black coffee. Sorry. We'll take a moment. Recover.
Excuse me? He's doing... What?
I'm sorry, do your coffee shops not have that?
Instead of sugar, they just got spoonfuls of freaking cocaine.
You're like, oh, yes, can I get
Victorian times? Who knows?
Of course we don't have sugar.
This will fix whatever stomach-ache you're having.
It's the ghosts in your blood. Do cocaine about it.
Can I get a mocha frap with like an extra bit of sugar? Wink wonk.
Can I get a Coca-Cola?
It was the cat when that you said it, like
black coffee. And he forgets that he likes it with honey, and Elizabeth would sometimes put it in his cup when he would forget. Rip to them.
All these questions about characters we now are just gonna know about them, and then just be like, oh yeah, wait. Rip. F in the chat for them. Alright, question. This one's from A Hobbit's Tale. What should the next Frankenpunk be, and why is it Leviathan Trilogy? And next question.
You just want a blimp fight. You just want a blimp fight.
I want a blimp fight.
Be careful what you wish for.
Okay.
But yeah.
Okay.
I'll do it. I'm getting to it.
Blimp,
it'll be like another 3 months.
Not even blimp fight. The like animal fusions would be so cool.
Jules, I'm already ahead of you.
Oh my god, I'm so excited.
We just witnessed something, boy. We just witnessed something. We just saw something get born into the world.
Excitement.
Okay. Question from Chelsea. Chelsea, hey, if Aldian's scales are golden, copper, red, does that make him a ginger if he was human?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, so,
me and Lydia.
I've actually gotten, a drawing of him done by, Kai, and, they drew, Aldion as, like, this chubby, like, hairy guy, that's covered in freckles, and he's got like a little beard, and he like it's really squinty when he smiles and stuff. But yeah, he is a ginger. But he's also really hairy. So
valid, warm in the winter.
Exactly.
Natural for coating.
Exactly. He is the definition of a daddy.
Oh. They should add another character in that game, and it's just
Aldion.
He carries the duck around, like right there. Can we get an NPC like layover modded version of that game with just all this somewhere about characters?
That would be so funny.
And dads though, like we have to convert them all.
They're all dads now.
Gwen has to be a dad now. Like it's just
Gwen is my father.
Lydia, your face. Okay. Question from. You just think you do.
More like Kadaddy.
It started with the hey, love. What is the energy in the studio today?
I don't know.
Violent.
I love it. Question from scripted dialogue. Lydia, what is a story you'd want to do Frankenpuck, but probably won't be able to realistically do?
Okay, first of all, hi Zach. Second of all, I'm not sure. I thought about Around the World in 80 Days. I'm just not sure how I would do that. That might, I don't know. That would need to be at least like a small 2 1-shot thing, like a long shot sort of thing. I don't think I would be able to do it under like 3 to 4 hours. So I think that would be like a fun one.
I'm up for an 8-hour game. We can take a power nap for like 15 minutes.
Power nap.
Go. Baby nap. Whoa.
Stock up on extra energy drinks.
On stream. We just go. It's like a subathon. Like we do like when we do subathons for certain goals or whatever. But ours is just we're playing D&D like normal, but like about 4 hours and we're like, okay guys, we're taking a nap, and we all just like literally just go to bed. We leave the cameras right there and we just sleep for 15 minutes.
Lydia's been training for this.
I have.
Ready. You're ready. You've been waiting.
My time has come.
Next question from Scarlett. The Frankenpuck characters and the BB characters form bands. What do they call themselves? Band names, go!
Oh no!
Who is the lead singer in the BBs? Who's the drummer?
Oh no!
Who's the guitarist? Band lore, band lore, band lore.
I feel like, well, obviously the singer's probably gonna be Theoden, because he's a bard. And that's the only thing I can think of.
Good, okay. I think that's all you really need. The rest
Thank
of you
you.
are like...
yeah. Albion hits 2 rocks together.
Okay, okay.
Sometimes he throws one at the wall.
He's told to tap his foot.
Yeah, he's told
Steadily.
And he like bangs some rocks. And then,
Yeah, he does a great job. He knows how to play music. Absolutely.
Yeah, Diffle.
Diffle can play her chest plate.
You play her chest plate. Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
a whack.
Okay. It's really unconventional. It's really unconventional, the methods.
Yeah.
But it works. It's like probably a hit band, like One Direction. Who? Brutal Direction. Now, yes. Brutal Direction.
Brutal Direction.
Tano plays a triangle.
Yes.
And he plays it beautifully. Beautifully. It's the most amazing instrument.
I have no idea what Seed would play.
So you'd be like the manager.
Manager. You'd be like, oh, the only one with the brain cell. Yeah, that tracks.
You have to share the brain cell and give it to Seed. What about the Frankenpunk?
I feel like there's like, I mean, there are sort of little groups that have like been more tight than others. So I guess like, but like, it would be a really short-lived band.
Harvey
like,
and
Bonnie
Robin
would punch Lori really early on.
Like everything's going well. Phelan's probably like the manager, and Bonnie is like the security guard, and then
like,
Robin and
Phelan
Harvey have a 2-man band. They sing together. It's lovely. They sing love songs.
Oh, I can imagine Harvey playing like the piano and Robin singing.
Yeah. So it's like a very classical band.
But like I feel like Lori and Phelan would try and do the same, but like Lori would play the piano and Phelan can't sing, and Lori would not tell her that.
And you go on stage and you're just going in front of thousands of people, and then suddenly Bonnie is punching people and Chicago was downhill from there, honestly.
Lonnie also refuses to tell Phelan that she doesn't sound good.
And just refuses to say anything. Just lets it happen.
Dorian is the only one who says anything.
Oh, Dorian! Not him being the only one.
And so then Phelan doesn't believe him.
And then the show goes on. We go 3 songs in, and Phelan's still singing.
They were just trying their best.
And I believe that the band was broken up. So the first act of the band was like Robin and Harvey, and it was all fine. Everything was fine. And then like halfway through the show, they swapped. And that was the first and the last show that the Frankenpunks ever did. And you know what? That's okay. Okay. Lavender asks your respective characters' reaction to having their yogurt stolen from the office fridge.
Who pick up the fridge and throw it?
Where? At who?
The wall or the window or someone.
The culprit? The culprit's getting a fridge thrown?
Maybe not the culprit. Maybe just a poor innocent bystander.
Tano walks by.
Tano just gets hit by a fridge.
Tano's just like, hello. Oh God. Just suddenly you call in a healer. Took 80 points of damage from a fridge. What about our Frankenpunk kids that we keep asking about? Victor and Elizabeth.
God, if we're focusing on Victor and Elizabeth, I mean,
if you have other ones, we can do other ones.
Well, Esmeralda doesn't have a fridge.
Oh no!
Not right now.
Imagine if there was a fridge and the yogurt was stolen.
She pulls out a knife.
She
gets very angry. Phoebus and Quasimodo have to like talk her down. And then it actually turns out that it's Phoebus who accidentally took it. And he gets
a misunderstanding.
Yeah, it was a misunderstanding. She's just used to having things taken from her, so she got angry easily.
Okay. This is good. I enjoy it. Question from Chelsea. Oh, how about 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea Frankenpunk? I do not know what that is, but
see, I know, I'm familiar that is a story, but I don't know it. So I'd probably I need to like look at what it is first. It's a little. I can already tell it's probably a little extreme than just like we're going to Paris for the weekend.
Whoa, we're going on a field. Come on, guys, it's a magic school bus.
Let's go to Notre Dame. I'm sure nothing bad will happen.
Like literally, we're just going on the magic school bus.
Nothing bad ever happened in Notre Dame.
Oh my god, I just glanced at the chat and I just saw someone say to the window, to the wall, and I don't have context for why that's in the chat, but I'm glad you're vibing.
I mean, same.
So maybe the 20,000 Leagues is a little more intense than the Magic School Bus trip to.
Yeah, that would probably also need to be like a long shot.
If the trip to Notre Dame is a Magic School Bus, does that make Valentino Mrs. Frizzle?
I think so. I think that's the only way. We're going there. We're gonna get into hijinks and things will ensue. Miss Frizzle.
Yes.
And it quick. Someone take a picture of the Magic School Bus kids and crop our faces on it quick.
Oh my god.
Oh, the song was from Allie for Allie and throwing the fridge. So that was the theme song that would be played as the fridge was being thrown.
Yes.
Okay, question. If your characters were cats, how many lives would they have left? Oh no.
We'd probably have 3 lives left.
Okay. Okay. Either
notes.
Either guess one of the playable characters and be like, I wonder how many lives they got left. Or one of your own? The entirety of them, all of them collectively, have 3 lives.
Quasimodo has 1 life left.
Oh, just 1. Rip.
Sorry, it just flipped me off.
Off. Every time that like something happens between Lydia and Hulda, it feels like the gods are just bickering.
Yeah. I am but an innocent soul.
We are just but simple bystanders here to try and enjoy a lovely day of questions and yes.
It's like season omen. Well,
we just see it and we're like, anyway. Just cries and gets out my sketchbook because apparently I'll be drawing things now. Question from Ree. Hello, Ree. It's a question for Lydia. How does Arcana work in the Frankenpunk world, and how did you visually imagine it trying with the steampunk aesthetic?
So with Arcana, I have it very specifically that it's like a natural resource and because this is like a time of discovery and invention and steampunk, it's a very dangerous natural resource. It's like radioactive sort of thing. It's not necessarily like it'll have intense effects in large quantities in like in bigger stores in like the earth. But if it's like spread out beneath an area, then it's not too bad. It'll just kind of warp the people who live there a little bit. So then that's how like races like goblins and like half elves, that's how I kind of have it worked into the universe. But with steampunk, it's very much it's worked into the technology because this is like because Glassrook University, the university that all the characters are somehow a part of, it's very much it's a new institution trying to bring all these factors together of like invention, of arcana, of like binding these like different sections together along with like so that's how like everyone's class kind of works into like their major or like what they kind of do for a living or what they're good at. So like how Bonnie's an artificer, she's kind of in that track of like more invention, but also integrating arcana into it because she's a tiefling, which like for tieflings, something that's like kind of prominent is that they have been touched by arcana like before they were born. There's also like lines of people who are like tieflings, of course, like Vidya, Art's character for Friday. She comes from like a line of tieflings who got changed earlier in their lineage, so like it carries down, but they're touched by arcana, and so like humans are much more susceptible to it, to like the mental deterioration that can sometimes happen. It doesn't like stick necessarily, but it does kind of cause some of those like ghostly and like gothic things in like the stories. So with tieflings, they are more hardy, I guess. I can't think of the word. They're hearty. They're more resilient than others, but the fact is that if they do like have so much intake that they do snap, and sometimes it's violent, so that makes people like a little bit like wary of tieflings in that way, because that doesn't really happen with a lot of other races.
So the chance is higher, and therefore people are like, ooh, ooh.
Yeah. So like they're more likely to like tamper with arcana and stuff, but there is a possible price they can pay for it.
8.
Can you, if you are able to, maybe explain how deities and gods work? If there's a difference between this universe, because that might be interesting.
Yes. There's no there's no like outright god. I'm kind of playing with like how they're like these powerful literary figures, who like there's of course different stories and like different sort of mythical, not mythical, like how there's a boy who never grows old and a guy who also never grows older but is constantly aware of it. Like Peter Pan might offer you eternal youth, but in like exchange for something. So it's very much like Warlock, or sometimes if you are in alliance like so strongly with one of these like people's beliefs, then like you might be a paladin and like fight for this cause sort of thing. But with these people, they aren't really gods. They're more people who have sort of come into contact with Arcana and adapted so well to it that that Arcana kind of fuels them, and so then they can very much so that they can very much so sorry, I was watching the stream, so I was getting distracted.
They can do the cool thing.
Yeah, that they can I'm saying words and I know what they mean and I have where I want to go with them. They can oftentimes also impart this sort of wisdom and like extend the resilience a person can have to Arcana. Like with Warlocks, like I can give you this knowledge, this can help you along the way, like take my hand, won't you shake a poor sinner's hand, like
yeah,
that
like
sort
that
of thing.
As an idea, yeah.
And sometimes and so sometimes they can be like Peter Pan individuals, they might be like authors, they might be certain villains in other stories.
Yeah. But, so instead of having just like deities that are not of our world, it's more like there's just people who are stronger, more inept at particular things that can share or impact other people with those abilities.
Especially because like one of the main things about Arcana is that it doesn't technically have any power itself. It's more of an amplifier of anything you put into it. Mm-hmm. So like if you have ulterior motives to something, that kind of comes out anyway and can often backfire on you. So unless you like are really clear on like what you want or how you're doing something, then it can backfire. So that's the sort of
I love that. The chat was very much enjoying listening to this TED Talk. Someone's like, "Wait, you got a Patreon or something?" So that was plugged.
And I do put like the lore and stuff on there. Like I have stuff for like the Jane Eyre, for the Steam and Air one shot. I have like mineralized Arcanium on there.
Okay, we got about 4 more questions. So we're gonna go ahead and zoom through these. Next one from A Hobbit's Tale. What can you tell us about Valentino as a little treat before Friday? How did even if you needed a little treat?
So Valentino is my little rogue goblin. He's 3'2", so he's 3 feet tall, 2 inches. And he is the chaperone of this trip to Paris.
He's part of the administration, baby.
Yeah, he's part of the administration. He's the one in charge at the moment for some reason. I'm not sure who thought that was a great idea because he's basically a New York Italian stereotype. Mm-hmm. Like if you walked,
Shelley will also be in Notre Dame. You are not the one. Only lady.
I'm not alone, thank God. But Valentino's basically the stereotype of a New Yorker, where if you bump into someone on the street and they go, "I'm walking here," that's him.
Ah.
So
We love it.
He's gonna be quite the little dude.
Cannot wait. I cannot wait. Here's great. Well, let's go back. Let's do this one because I think it kind of pertains to what we're doing with you, Lydia. How do clerics figure into Arcana?
Again, it is kind of, I don't know too much about the cleric class, but it's more of a medical track, like Harvey, and so it kind of ties in with Arcana of like a little bit of like a front lines like medic sort of thing, of like he's training to go into medicine and go into sort of thing, and also be able to handle Arcana in that way too.
Okay, interesting. Being able to use like healing, but also a little bit of this resource. We love that. This one's great. What characters from anime, movie, shows, book would your character or favorite NPC, Spider-Man pointing meme at? Which come on, give us some characters.
Definitely more. Trevor Belmont for Albion.
Yes.
I feel like Castlevania, they would see each other and just be like,
They would, and they would stand there for so long. Backing down.
It would get like really awkward. There'd be like crickets chirping in the background, and they're both just like
it was intense at first, but then it just kind of got a little like
weird. It got a little weird.
Neither of us started shooting. I don't know what's happening.
Yeah.
I don't really have an NPC on mind for that to do, because like usually it's just the character.
What about one of the Brutal Brotherhoods or Weird Wanderers? If you could think of a character that one of them would just go immediately at, or one of your NPCs like Victor or Elizabeth, you started laughing. What?
Cadaver and Shrek.
The layers.
Layers.
There's so many layers.
Want to be left alone in their little graveyard.
There's so many layers to that. You know what the next question is? Do you know what the next question is? The last question of the night, mind you. Do you want to know what that is? The very last one from Lavender.
Hit me.
So, are we saying the evil dude from Shrek 4 exists in this universe?
God, imagine if that was my big bad.
So, okay, what I'm getting here is that Frankenpunk's actually a lead up to the Shrek cinematic universe.
Eventually, we're gonna move it. We're gonna turn our way into it.
No more gothic literature. We're going into Shrek, baby.
Eventually, it'll like kind of
going into Shrek lore.
Shrek lore.
We start reading the manuscripts. We start writing them down. We start.
Exactly.
Oh my god. You know, I love that. I love that. And I think that's a great way to end on that beautiful, beautiful question. So
that was the Shrek Cinematic Universe.
The Shrek Cinematic Universe. The SCU. Jesus Christ, Shrek is love. Shrek is life. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. And with that, thank you all for joining us. Thank you, Lydia. Thank you, Jules, for this very iconic question round.
Yeah, you know, you gotta keep it spicy every once in a while.
We do. We have be sure to tune in to the one shot happening this Friday at the normal time of which we do all of our streams, which is 6 p.m. EST for me and various conversions alike, but at the same time as we do everything here. And I believe Notre Dame is waiting.
I'm excited.
You gotta show up to see the lore. You're gonna miss all the lore. And I believe Saturday.
I've been waiting a month for this. Come.
If you don't come, Lydia will just simply combust. Which simply just oh no. And I do believe this Saturday is Wayward. So regular time Waywards. My brain can't compute. I just show up and be like, look, stream. And then next week we question bound once again, moving it back around. Be sure to Oh, I'll be on Question Bound. I'll be being questioned. I will not be hosting next week because I'm playing on Friday, so I'm gonna get interrogated for my lore. So make sure you come out and bring all your questions for that. You can follow all of us on the various social medias. I'm on Twitch for one. We dropped the Patreon for Lids in the chat. But with that, thank you all so much. Thank you both for answering all the questions, and wherever you are, wherever you may be, I hope you're having a good day or night. Bye.